Good evening.
Hi Vijetha, good evening.
Raja. Just a quick mic. Are we audible or there's some
Yeah,
echo? I don't know. Is there an echo?
no, not.
Yeah, there seems to be an echo. Just okay. Yeah, there is an echo. Let me rejoin.
Hello, hello. Is it fine now?
Testing. Can you hear me? There is an echo.
Hello, hello. Is it fine?
No, there is an echo. Yeah, you'll have to rejoin.
Let me rejoin. Hello.
Yeah, it's fine. Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. This is Vijetha here, and welcome to episode 29 of League of Extraordinary Startups. And today I have a very good friend of mine, Punit Jain, a hustler, someone who's doing a lot of wonderful work. He's a co-founder of IncubateIND. So how do I know him is that we met at all those hackathons. I remember a very rainy afternoon or evening, you can say, in Bangalore was the first time that we met, Puneet. I met you and your team when you guys were there to do a hackathon. Of course, last 1 year I think has been mostly virtual, but someone who's very committed to the community, to the ecosystem, and he and his co-founders, Rohit, Samkit, are doing wonderful work. So that's what really matters. And what we're going to be talking about is how they're going about the innovation, the challenges that they're facing. And so, Puneet, over to you. Just to give you the context, the League of Extraordinary Startups, we want founders to share their innovations, the challenges they're facing, the problems, anything that that can help other founders. Okay, this is about you guys as founders. And let me start with requesting you to talk about yourself, your team, and what you guys do at Incubate ID.
Thank you so much, Vijetha, for having me here. So basically, Incubate End is an platform for startups. It's a platform for developers. It's a platform for overall community to come and innovate all together. On the left hand side, like the corporates and government, they are coming with their problems. On the right hand side, we have a community, and community means fresh ideas and lots of enthusiasm, each and everything all together. So that's how we innovate. And there are so many live examples are in the ecosystem where you can see how the innovations come into our real life. And I'm being fortunate, like we have in our core team, like Samkit, Rohit, and Askar, Shakti, Kaushik. So we are a small team, but in last 2 years, we have grown our community to 1 million of database, and we are working with 500 plus institutes in India. And recently, we have started working with schools. So during pandemic, we closed around 50 schools and started the curve of innovations in K-12 kids. So that's a new thing. It's a good platform to introduce. This is the new thing that we are doing into the ecosystem. And yes, like the mentors like Vijetha and our friends who really helped us to grow and creating the ecosystem in a very good manner. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And to just let the world know, right? I've met kids with at different locations. It's slightly pre-pandemic, if I remember correctly. I think Vizag. I've met you guys at Rajasthan in Kota, in that college. I've met you guys at the AP Innovation Society, also in, oh my God, Vijayawada, yeah, Vijayawada,
Yeah.
Vizag,
Yeah.
Rajasthan, of course in Bangalore a few times. And man, it's an amazing experience, isn't it? So I just want to talk to you about this one thing. Right? So see, you have now touched different databases. Right? You're talking about having a database and reach to million people. That's huge. That's not small. So I would love to understand from you that what was the thinking behind it, as to how did you manage to reach it, and what was the plans that how did you tackle this, like to reach a million people, social media? How did you manage to do this?
So community is it's not a magic that you can create in a single day, right?
Okay.
So we are into ecosystem. We all knows like we start our efforts from the first day and it cultivate in like in 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 years. So that's how it works. Because I remember when I went to Bangalore for the first time to conduct Vistar Hackathon, I was new for Bangalore. And the friends like Paras, the friends like Ayush, and friends like you who helped me to gather all the ecosystem all together. And that's how the stairs for me step by step works, right? And of course, like on that day, like several hackathons also going on, and but in our hackathon the seats are for completely filled, and the venue was case start, and the mentors were super experienced, like the CIO of Vistara, etc. So from there it also gives us motivation, and it also gives an experience to all the community players. Like if we are giving a good experience to our community, then it will roll back to us. So this is how slowly and gradually we have created this much level of community so far.
So I think let's again let me again repeat the names that you said. Paras, Ayush, yes, fantastic people. Then we should also give a shout out to Nitin from Indigo. Correct,
Right.
he has always been there whenever support. Mr. Pramod is there. So many wonderful people who have selflessly helped you guys to grow, and I think that's the power of community. But yes, I very clearly made a note over here that this is not easy. Community building is not magic. It's hard work, ecosystem friends, and lots of planning. Okay. So
Consistency.
Yeah. So Paras, I know. I mean, of course, Samkit is there, Rohit is there, Asgar is there, Shakti is there. All wonderful people, very hardworking, isn't it? So when the pandemic came in, and you realize that that all these everything has to go digital, it has to go virtual. What was the core team thinking? How did you pivot towards customers, pivot towards digital? How did you make the plan, or was it just arbitrary, or you all actually sat down, discussed, and made thought processes? How did you do it?
So like pandemic, it's all of sudden for all of us, right? So we have some good contracts with some good giants was in hand, and we are planning to execute in the month of April and May, and suddenly it vanished from our side, right? And then we came together like this pandemic came like an opportunity for us to scale, to expand, to build our network. But in revenue, yes, we lose our revenues, but in terms of expansion, we have conducted a hackathon in 20 countries altogether on same day, same time. So this is our big achievement. And apart from that, we have conducted one online AI next workshop come boot camp thing, wherein we invited like cross nations speakers, uh, and this is also like we are giving an experience to our community by inviting these kind of people. So also we have developed our portal in such a way like anyone from anywhere can go live to conduct an hackathon in 5 minutes only. So this is a great achievement during the pandemic, and through this we have done like before pandemic we used to do like 4 hackathons, 5 hackathons in a month. Now at present we are doing like 2 3 hackathons in a day with less bandwidth, with less time, with less cost for the company corporate. So this is a great, and now we are trying to expand ourselves in some other countries like Canada, Australia, and so forth.
Amazing. Yeah, wow, that's amazing, Puneet. Okay, and also I remember when we had met in Kerala as well, and we had connected with the startups. The pitches were going on live. So what I want to now ask you is, okay, digital tools. okay, productivity tools. How do you make everything seamlessly? Okay, so everything is digital, different time zones. You have a small team. You're not, you're not 20 people. You have volunteers, you have interns, whatever it is. But how do you manage this? What is the planning that you guys do, right? Because I would love to understand this. Why specifically, Puneet? There's a lot of scope for this. I'm like you're doing 2, 3 hackathons, maybe you do 10 hackathons a day, but
Right.
there's so much of other opportunities, right? So how does it work?
So like for internal, we use like Asana, we use Trello. Like Trello is mostly used for the technology development, and like Asana and for more frequent conversation, we use WhatsApp to exchange our notes and what should be done in the next hour, so and so forth. And along with this, for an hackathon, like if the hackathon is going live for 24 hours, all virtually, we get all the participants on a single platform. It might be Slack, it might be other platform like Leverize, etc. So we bring them all and start building the communication over there. So these are the simple tools, and of course, like during the pandemic, I learned more about Microsoft Excel because it really helps me to gather all the things all together, and vice versa for my team. But
Amazing. So Microsoft Excel, huh? You're back to basics.
now,
All
class
right.
six knowledge came.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So, see, Puneet, one thing that I would like to ask you, Rohit and Samkit, that are you a bootstrapped organization or have you raised any friends, family funding, or how does it work for you?
We are bootstrap profitable startup from the first day.
Hmm.
So we
Amazing.
have neither raised any funds so far. Now we are reached at a stage. Now we are looking to raise some funds from. So we are in talks with
Okay.
some good investor. Yeah.
So one more thing I must tell you, folks, right? All of them, all these gentlemen that I'm talking about, Samkit, Rohit, and Puneet, they're very shy in a way. They don't really talk too much. Very difficult to extract more than a few sentences at a time from them. But they're very, very hardworking, very organized, very systematic, and that's also a trait that you have to have, right? So Puneet, as a co-founder, right, when you're doing so many things, how do you make sure that I know that you and Samkit are recently married also. You'll have a better half. Rohit has a son. So you have family, you have extended families, you all are in different parts of the country, different cities, different locations, working together. So as a co-founder, right, how do you bring harmony? How do you bring harmony?
This is the I mean the voice is lagging.
Okay, what I was saying is, am I audible now? Puneet, first, am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yeah.
Okay. About the harmony, right? You're recently married, you'll have families, you'll are working from different parts of the city, etc., etc. So, what is a way that the team bonds together? How do you make sure that everything goes smooth? Right? How do you sell remotely? Because many of these customers, you don't even meet them now. Okay, so how do you go about it? If you were a founder, say in a different organization, and you were to plan or advise or consult or mentor someone, what ways do they go about this?
So for us, so we are like our core team is pretty sorted. We know how what we need and what are the small objectives that we like. We usually defined our objectives in such a way like weeks, months, and then quarterly, right? And then we give our 100% to achieve those objective first. And our team, we are like 14 member team, and we are a small team, and we work like hell. We work like 24 into 7. There is no Sunday for us, there is no Monday for us. Like each day are same. And the same way the team is also giving their 100% to us. So this is how we grow. Like it's not me, Samgit and Rohit, it's all about team. Like we all together work together. That's how we grow together. Now, so like during pandemic we all lose our clients, but like from last 2 months we have added four new giants in our consortium.
Amazing. So I remember we did something. I think you all guys did something with Intuit also, right? Where I was one of the. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
correct, correct. So this is the thing for me also, right? Okay, you have a pedigree, right? Last few years you've done a lot of work, but what is the approach? Supposing you have to do a cold call to a big customer, no references, no nothing. What is the process of sales that you guys follow?
So for now, like we do have a good clientele in our hand, so we don't need to approach them in such a way like like a cold call. But we got references like for Intuit, for any company, like you gave us some references. Likewise, our other friends, like other companies with whom we have worked in past, they give our references because we are working on a principle is like under commit and over give.
Mhm. Of
So
course.
this is how we got the clients in our plate, and 80% of our clients are retained.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So, Eddie, tell me about a couple of challenges that you face to retain or onboard clients or whatever. Just give me some examples. And how did you manage to? You don't have to name the clients, but did you? How did you manage a situation when they suddenly said, "Boss, nothing is live, nothing, everything is virtual. We don't want to work with you." Did you create a different model for them?
So yeah, for virtual, there is always a different model because there is no cost of food, there is no cost of venue. So you don't need to spend the cost on these parameters, right? There is only cost of the server and the bandwidth that you are putting um, online. Okay, so we are also offering we are also offering the fractional cost to our existing clients, so they are also happy and they also get benefit because in online their paradigm and their the I mean the size they can like in an offline hackathon you can do an offline hackathon with 200 people, but in online there is no bar. You can do it with 2000, you can do it for 4000 as well, for 10,000 as well.
Hmm.
So at lower cost you are getting an higher number of ideas, higher number of innovative ideas, higher number of publicity, higher number of marketing at low cost. So this is how the client retain in our model works.
Of course, of course. So you gave them an explanation. You told them that look, cost can be reduced, but the effectiveness, the outreach, etc., there will be no compromise, right?
Right.
Fantastic, fantastic. So Punit, for me also, you're part of the ecosystem. We have been always supporting each other. I know that you've worked with many other ecosystem players. You've done things with Kerala Startup Mission, etc. Right? So what is the one is doing the activity, but what is the follow up that you do? Like the outcome deliverables, reports, etc., etc. Right? So sometimes when we're doing this kind of relationship building, Punit, too many times you forget the importance of that relationship, that trust. So post event, not just about deliverables, but keeping the rapport going. How would you advise founders to keep that vision very strong with their potential customers or existing customers?
So for me, the relationship, it doesn't mean like it will work for 6 months only.
Mhm.
For relationship, it directly means like it will have a long lasting years. Like right, and like if you're working with any ecosystem partners, it doesn't mean like we need like 5 emailers or 3 social media posts from your side, and this is the logo presence that we will give to you. So this is an old traditional matter, and no one I mean for no one it works because we all understand like we all have our own presence in the ecosystem. So for us is like you just come if you like what we are doing, you just share in your community with some relevant people that works pretty well with us. So this is how the chain works.
Interesting, very interesting. So you still have the confidence that things will go well, right? Because of your rapport, the trust that you have built, etc., etc. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, now let us just switch gears now. Okay, Puneet. So is
Mhm.
this the first company that you co-founded? Were you working somewhere before this? I know that you guys have got very strong equation with your colleges and with your alumni, etc. Right? So what is that story?
So, so during my final year, like third year, so I have started with my colleague, with my batchmates, a company called Farmers to Home, which is an hyper local delivery system. So during when Grover started in 2016, we are the one who started on the same month, right? And I studied in a college at Jaipur. The name of the college is Arya College. It's a private college. So during this, we don't understand much about startup. In fact, we didn't heard the name of word startup, right? We just wanted to cater the farmers and the we just and the person who are sitting at their home, right? And just wanted to cut the middleman. This is how we started Farm. So after 1.5 year, we struggled. We understand. We delivered through our bikes. We shifted from our 3 BHK to one garage. So this is how the journey begins. And like once you passed out, your family and everyone is expecting you to join some job or something like that, because every family has their own expectation. So I switched from there, and we are in a loss because we don't understand how the F&B market works, because there are lots of perishable items are there. You buy 80 fruits and vegetables in a day, like 45 of them are perishable to the next day, right? So this is how we are not able make sure like how this works. So we quit, and then I moved back to Delhi, and this is how I met Rohit Sardana at Business World. And we have prior incubated, we have done couple of events all together, and are tuning matches with each other. And then we feel like, let's go found something all together, and we all three started this company called Incubated.
Amazing, amazing. So that means you actually went through some lot of pain points and tough learnings, right? Which really could have crushed you guys very badly in terms of your confidence levels, etc., etc. I mean, is that the truth, or what was it like? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, so if you are going through entrepreneurship, there are lots of learnings that every day you will have. It not just through the money, the financial point, but from the customer side, from the inventory side, from the marketing side, from operation side, there are lots of learning every day you will have. So from that learning you will grow day by day.
interesting. Yes, yes. And also, I think, one of the things that you mentioned, you all did some things together, then you all came together as a team. So there's an equation, there is a trust factor, there's a harmony, maybe a few disagreements with your co-founders. How important is that relationship to work with and maintain? And how do you all do it? I mean, if you talk to some co-founders right now, right? How do you all manage this situation?
So for us, like me and Samkit, both of are of same age. So we always have a clash on some points, wherein like this might be right for company, this might be wrong for company. So there is always a plus and minus thing, right? But we always treat Rohit as our mentor, because he's more like 15-year plus experience than us. So he always come with a suggestion, like if you are doing this, and these are the consequences. If you are doing this, these are the consequences, right? So better which one you are going to approach. And if both of seems correct, then we will go with AB plus thing, like let's do it this and let's do it this, which will give more impact, then we will go with that only.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So I want to give, if you can give some examples, tweak it a little bit here and there. Let's imagine you're doing a hackathon or you have to do some outreach, and the principle is you have to get 1,000 valid entries and shortlist of 100. But you just realize that 24 hours to go, it's not really working out. The quality, just I mean, not so much of the quantity, but the quality is not up to the mark, right? You must have faced this situation in a few times, despite all your million database, all the
Mhm.
work you've done with so many people, etc., etc. So, if you had to do some of these turnarounds on marketing, outreach, digital branding, what would you do? I mean, what are the things that you can just give a quick breakdown?
Like in that situations, what like we have faced this set of situation in past as well. Like I'm not saying we are the lucky one who will not face any such situation. So what we have done is like reaching out to relevant partners, reaching out to the relevant community. The second is reaching out to our last participants who have performed well, and from their feedback we ask them to reach out their colleagues who want to take part in this particular hackathon. So this is how we reach to each and everyone, and we just focus, and also we will put some efforts on the digital marketing. So
Okay,
the relevant guys approach, and they will take it further from there.
fantastic. Yeah, and obviously you guys have built a kind of brand where people are waiting which is the next relevant hackathon or session, etc., that Incubate is doing, so that we can apply for it. I know that you guys have got a lot of that kind of people also. I met some of those wonderful startups and the hackers or whatever you want to call it. They're amazing folks who are taking advantage, isn't it? I mean, technology and India is something that is new game out here.
So this time, I just wanted to share a couple of good hackathons that are coming up.
Hmm?
So one is like we are doing with NTPC,
Hmm?
Green Charcoal Hackathon, wherein with a tagline of "Don't burn, just earn."
Wow.
Right. So this is the first time that NTPC is taking care of this type of initiative in their uh, I mean under their leadership, and there is a prize money of like 24 lakh prize money
Wow.
with three categories.
Wow.
So this is a great opportunities out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, man. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, isn't it? It's a good amount of money out there. Excellent. So, Puneet, feel free to share if there's some details, some links are there. And if you want to show some slides also, Puneet, I wanted to just, you do have something ready that you want to just quickly do a screen share of?
Sure,
Yeah.
so let me first share the green charcoal hackathon. Let me know once it.
Yes, yes. Just, yeah, perfect. So for the audience, you all can do full screen. Okay. Yeah. So can you just explain a little bit? Okay, Green Charcoal Hackathon. Can you just tell us more, a little bit about it?
Yeah. So, I mean, this is an hackathon supported by NTPC. I mean, they're the leading partner, and with the hashtag Don't Burn, Just Earn.
Yeah.
In this, they're looking for three machine design ideas. Like,
Oh,
if you are machine savvy, if you are good at design, and if you know like how to solve problems through design, so this hackathon is for you.
okay.
And this is complete online hackathon, and last date of this hackathon to register is 10th of January. Okay.
Okay. So it's 15 days, 20 days, whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and we do have a classic jury, like as you can see, like
Yeah.
Sri Sanjeev Nandan Sai, Ministry of Power, Government of India, Director TiE, Ajay Mathur, Dr. Bhim Singh from IIT Delhi, Dr. Shekhar Mande from CSIR. So this set of people we have, and you will also get a mentorship once you cross the first level of shortlisting.
Yeah. It's a lot of money, man. This is a lot of money.
24 lakhs. I
Thanks.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
the
Super
winner
awesome.
will get 5 lakhs, and the runner-up will get 3 lakhs. So 8 lakhs in each category.
This is money. This is prestige. This is a lot of very good quality PR also, isn't it?
Right.
Awesome.
And also, I wanted to share about IncubateIND. So, as I mentioned, IncubateIND is India's largest, fastest growing community of technology, including the startups and the school student that we recently added post pandemic. So, what are the problem that we are solving? We are solving a problem wherein a corporate and innovators they are looking for a space where they can innovate, and for corporate they are looking for a space where they can find multiple solutions. So this is the platform that we have, and as I mentioned, we have 1 million developer community. We have worked with 100 plus brands, include India's marquee brands. We have done like 200 plus challenges for corporates and various government of India initiatives. We are working with 500 institutes. Uh, and we are working from last 3.5 years.
Awesome.
So how the platform works? Like we do have a platform. Incubating has having their own platform, and plus if we are mixing with communities, so and we are also providing 24 into support to the participants as well as to corporates, and corporates needs to give their problem statement to us. So this is how the ideas explosion. Now you will see like why the companies, uh, which all are the companies with we are working.
Wow. That's a very interesting and long list, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is not a updated one, like you can, as you mentioned, like the Intute and the NTBC.
Yeah.
in together.
I remember Microsoft also, you had it in their office in Bangalore. I remember coming over there. I remember now.
Yeah, so we are the first one who conducted the hackathon at Microsoft
Yeah,
premises. Now
correct.
everyone is following the trend.
Yes, yes. And I remember K-Start also I had come for it. It was in Whitefield in Bangalore. I had come for that also.
Right. So
Yes, yes.
for case start, yes, we are the one who conducted the hackathon, and the following one start.
Yes, yes. So very interesting, Puneet. Thank you so much for sharing this. So you talked to us about NTPC hackathon. Is there something else that is coming up?
Yeah, so there are lots of hackathon is going on. I mean, there are lots of hackathon with GitHub is going on our platform for
Okay, okay.
different universities. This is a unique USP of our platform.
Alrighty. Yes, sure. Rohit and some kids face. For those who don't know, show that slide. Yeah.
So Rohit Sardana having more than 15 plus years of experience in media and the innovation wing, and then me having 5 plus of experience, and Samkit, we both have same set of experience.
Awesome, awesome. Very nice. So Puneet, now shifting some gears. Okay. Like
Hmm?
just to understand, see, it is the importance of coaches and mentors for founders. Something that I want to get an understanding of. Okay, it is not that you just try to do whatever you want to do.
Come again, Vijetha?
Okay, what I meant is the importance of coaches and mentors. Okay, so you don't have all the answers. Who
Yeah,
teaches?
yeah. So like for me and for our team, mentors means like we do have a one vision. Like if we are going through a phase, we understand that like we have this pipeline and this is how we work, and we failed. So then we reached out to the mentors who have an experience, who worked in the same field, and asked them why we failed. So they came with their experience, and they just handhold us, not just driving us. They will derive our ideas and our way to approach. To approach the same thing. So this is how mentors and the coach importance is very necessary for us. And in our hackathon, in incubating in hackathon, mentors are extremely important because they help, they curate, they nurture the ideas of the young team who just came with their raw ideas, and how the mentors they nurture first and then curate and create in such a way so they can create their startups in following ours.
Oh yes, because in fact there are many of those folks I'm in touch with even now, Puneet.
Hmm.
Whatever their idea was 1 year, 1.5 years back, very different. And they learned a bit, they did more research work, they
Mhm.
spoke to more potential customers, and now they've actually got a startup, they've got customers. It's very encouraging and it's very inspiring. And I think the kind of work that you guys are doing may do you birth about 10,000 more entrepreneurs every month, man.
Right.
And the country needs this resident Puneet. That's important. All right. Fantastic. And we also have Jagat, who's the co-founder of this wonderful platform called Bitphone, and we should bring him online also later. So these are the things, Puneet, that okay, while you are the organizers, you are a startup founder itself. In the recent past, say in the last 6 months or 1 year, any young entrepreneurs have reached out to you, either from your college, your alumni, whatever. What are the questions are they asking? Not obvious questions like how can I get funding or whatever it is, but business related, go to market, branding, those kind of questions. What are the common questions that you face?
So, like to me, so many young generation approaches because I have engaged with them through hackathon. I have engaged through them through workshop and all. So their basic query is like we have an idea and we need to scale it up. We just need funds. So this is a basic thing. So what I'll do, I'll understand their idea first, and till them funding comes on the later stage once you do the pilot in the ecosystem. Because nowadays investors are more clever than us. They are not in like 2015 they will put monies as there are FOMO having into it. right? So now investors are looking like if you have a potential of growing like 5 6 10 times in next upcoming 3 4 years, then they will put some money. So leave about the financial thing, you just start working on your idea and start hitting the ground. Once you start hitting the ground by your own self, then you can realize like these are the mistakes that I have done.
Interesting, interesting. And go to market. Okay, so this is something that you guys are doing very well is the way you have expanded, got more customer connects. Someone say, let me even take an example from you that some of the B2B businesses that you have seen over the last few years, some of the startups or some of the founders would have come to you guys, right? When I say you guys means it could be you or to Rohit or to Samkit. Some input that you're given to them if they have to go in relationship building or getting more customers. What are the things that you all have discussed?
um, Go to market, I mean, like, you need to be consistent in your approach first. Second, you need to faith on your approach, because what happens like you're doing if you're going through a same approach like for 15 days or a month, you will see like there is nothing came, like no one reaches out to us, so they'll change their direction. So this is the second, I mean, bad thing happens in every starting years of every founder. So you need to be consistent for at least 6 years, 6 months, sorry. Then you will see some traction from the ecosystem. So this is how it works. I mean, there is no rocket science, or there is no fast magic. You can go into the market and you will have like millions of consumer or millions of revenues over there. So you need to start with small, and then you can reach out to the public. And one more important thing, you need to give an experience to your consumer side. So that's matter at this moment.
So I think here there's something very important to touch base, the customer experience, right? See, this is why great drug companies say like Apple or a Salesforce or recently Altacian or whatever, they seem to be doing very well because the customer experience that they give is fantastic. Okay. So how do you evolve now? Puneet? You also want to make sure that customer experience for your people, and this could be for anyone. It could be for those taking part in the hackathon, for the mentors, for the jury, and for the corporate employee who's working with you. You're the person who's going to pay you the money, and day in day out, you want you want to make sure they come back to you for years together and pay you even more money. So, what are the kind of work that you as a founder, as a team, how do you all what is the focus points that you look into in terms of strictly customer experience?
So for us, customer experience means our developer community, right? If we are giving them a good experience, they'll come back to us and participate in our hackathons, right? So how we are connecting them with the industry leaders first. Second, we are trying to bring the marquee brands from across the world so they can show their skills to them. This is the second thing, how we are creating an impact. The third thing is like we are not asking them to come work on our platform, submit their ideas, and win the prizes. So how in our incubating system works, like if any participants come in our platform, there will be a manual screening for them. So our team will reach out to them. If the idea is really good, we will enter them, right? And if the idea is not good, we engage them and we are trying to curate their idea into better manner. Then those ideas are passing through a funnel of mentors who will again help them. So there is a human interaction as well. So once the hackathon is done, we will get them in touch with the relevant investors, with relevant corporates, etc., right? So
Interesting.
this is how I mean the customer experience works in our case.
Okay, beautiful, man. Thank you so much, Puneet. Puneet, let me quickly introduce you to Jagat. He's the founder of this wonderful platform that we're using right now, that is Vidphone. And he's someone that I know from the days when I used to be with the NASCOM Center of Excellence, and he used to be incubated at the NASCOM 10K. Go get a community guy, by the way. Yeah? So I think Jagat, you and Puneet and his team and his co-founders should come together and really work on community, because you guys come in, can create fire, do some amazing work. So, just wanted to kind of, you guys should say hi to each other, exchange notes as well. Over to you guys. Over to you, Jagat.
Yes. Thanks, yeah, thanks, Punit, for coming in. Really interesting hearing your thoughts over the past 40 minutes. Just wanted to say hello and hope things are good at Incubate IND.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me as well. Like I really like the platform and the features as well. Like of course, like as Vijetha mentioned, like we are the community enablers. We need to work together to build more community engaged.
Yeah, I think there was a power outage, probably. Not sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's got a power outage. He's got into dark mode.
Dark mode.
Yeah, that happens. So, Puneet, if you can hear us, just refresh and come back. So, Jagat, see, you heard what Puneet was talking about, right? Bootstrapped. They have been finding customers. They have been building the community. They're working for students and all that, right? So, what do you think are the learnings? I want you to think about it. You have been listening into what Puneet is saying. What are the learnings that you think that you can apply at Vidphone if you were to, follow some of the steps from Puneet?
Yeah, I think lots of learning. Obviously, they obviously have a good sales process.
Yeah,
Uh, the nature of their business is, of course, more a marketplace where I think they're looking at, on one side, the enterprises and the bigger organizations, the other side, the consumers, the students, and maybe other hackathons. Uh, yes, I think that's really good to have their enterprise, and for them, it's a enterprise sale plus. I think the company itself will promote, and they also do their promotion for the hackathons. It's a very good model. I think really required. Uh, ours, of course, our goal is to be more a product driven kind of growth, right? We really cannot sit and call up everyone and tell them to sign up at a 999 rupee product. It doesn't work. So our goal has always been to kind of build a lot of virality in the product, right? Where people use the product, more people are able to actually use them as free users and sign them up. But really wonderful, and I'd love to sometime talk to Puneet and let's see how we can collaborate, because I think they have something wonderful. Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
no problem.
That's nice to have you back. I hope it was easy to come back in.
So, I think he's still stuck, isn't it? Okay. Puneet, can you hear us? Are we audible? I think you're having some slight challenges with your audio video, but that's okay. How do you think someone like Jagat, okay, who's also looking at building customers first, let's be very clear, this is also about making money, but using the foundation of technology, video sales, and using community, right? It should not be a term that is just bandied around for the sake of using it. But for an Indian startup, vocal for local, what do you think are some of the learnings that Jagat can imply? And Jagat, you also tell us. I mean, it's an open conversation between the two of us and three of us, whatever it is. Okay. So I'm not sure if
I'm just waiting for
yeah,
to see if Puneet's able to hear us.
yeah,
Maybe his internet has just come. I'm not sure.
his internet is going off and on, but that is a challenge of life, isn't it? Nothing that we can do about. Okay.
I think learning is a great question, Vijetha. I mean, we've been all trying to solve it.
Yeah.
I think market's wonderful, right? I think it really depends which market you are. Today, there are some markets where things are really tough. I don't see how things are going to get better next 6 months, 1 year. Slowly it will, but definitely it'll take time. And there'll be a lot of competition in those sectors again, because everyone's going to come full swing with all of that. But some other sectors, as ed tech, health tech, video driven stuff, video driven business, remote sales. I think all of these are like the need of the hour today. And I'm happy that we have so many people in the ecosystem who are all building different parts of the jigsaw puzzle. Everything has to kind of work in its own way. Right? You need SaaS companies to work. You need community builders to do their work. You need enterprises to sponsor good ideas. You need startups to deliver on those kind of promises. So I think everything needs to come together. I think to make it kind of vibrant, right? And I think Incubate ended up doing a great job at kind of gelling that community.
Absolutely.
I think probably having some issues. Maybe he can pop in through his mobile
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. Power. He's having a power problem, so that's okay. So Jagat, we also have got Lagan with us. Remember Lagan, the Nagpur man. Puneet, you're back, friend. If you
Yeah.
want, if you're struggling with video and you want to stay off video, doesn't matter. Okay, though it doesn't look good on YouTube or Facebook, but that's all right because we want you with us. Okay. So Jagat, is there
Right.
some question that you would like to ask me?
No, I mean, I think wonderful journey. Puneet, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear it pretty well.
You can also check the video in some time. Maybe it's caught up your internet. But anyway, I think I was just telling Vijetha, you guys doing such a great job. I'm just kind of going through your site and your social. What are your? I mean, again, as Vijetha said, your kind of let's say you're doing a marketplace, right? We're having like enterprise on one side and the hackers on the other, right? Kind of trying to match the ideas. That's really like a really great project, right? It's a great hotbed for pilots. So your learnings, I mean, handling sales, on a two-sided marketplace like enterprise as well as the community, there is the hackers. What are your strategies and top 2, 3 kind of ideas? Yeah.
So like to close some deals with the enterprises, like what they are struggling of, like everyone is struggling of developers. So we do have the strong developer database so far, and and on the right hand side, we regularly engages our community with lots of webinars, lots of knowledge session, uh, lots of I mean what they are looking for, right? So like let me give you an example. If a developer from Kerala is looking for some good mentor who could help him to understand the basics of some programming, so we are the one who will provide them at zero cost, right? And after 6 months he'll be our one of the developer developer lead or fellow developer who can also motivate other fellows as well. So this is how on the left hand side and right hand side we manage the supply and demand altogether. And
Wonderful.
developer is also a hot cake for everyone, so everyone is reaching out to us by God grace. So we are just trying ourselves to grow in different territories.
Really wonderful. And really good to hear. What are your revenue models? You charge from the enterprise group, I think, or you charge from the hackers? I think enterprise group.
So as WhatsApp do, there is no charge from the consumers like we use. So we are not charging anything from our developer community. We got monies from the corporate side only.
Wonderful. Really good. I think it's a great, business we got. Would love to connect with you even after this episode. How about you, Vijetha? Yeah. You're muted, sir.
We can
Vijetha,
achieve
you're
so much.
muted.
Yeah, yeah. We can achieve so much more together, and Punit and Jagat, we should all combine and see what else we can do. Okay? Hey, thanks, Jagat. Take care, buddy.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So perfect. Thank you. Thank you for joining back, Punit. I know you're struggling with power listening. This is part of the game. Now we are on 7:20, Punit, and I promised that it will not go beyond 7:30. So some rapid fire questions. Okay. Does you're recently married? Does your wife appreciate all the hard work that you put in as a founder, or do you sometimes like, she shout at you for all this hard work and you do your ask?
So there is no other way around. You need to make her happy all the time. I think I have a lesser experience than you have, so you need to answer this question pretty well than me.
Sir, for this question to answer, I will take money from everyone. Okay, and just joke. No, but you know what matters is that as long as you see that you're passionate and that you're contributing back, and yes, you're bootstrapped, but you're profitable, you're making some money, then the better half will always understand you. Okay, but I think Jagat and Lagan and Puneet and all the other founders here, don't let the world exploit you. Okay, that's something that I would like to kind of stress on, right? Because and Lagan, I saw your comment. So anyway, hey Lagan, come online, man, come online. Do your raise hand and come online. Okay, if you don't mind, Lagan, I would love to have you on. Okay, there he is. Another interesting guy that you should be talking to. Take minute. Ah, there he is. Oops, I did something. Sorry, sorry, my bad. I cut you by mistake, Lagan. Just raise your hand again. I'll get you back in. Okay, Lagan.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Vijetha.
So, Lagan,
Good.
how is Nagpur? How's things in Nagpur?
Nagpur is good.
Okay,
But
and very quickly introduce yourself in 30 seconds, you and your startup to the
yeah, hi Punit. This is Lagan from Nagpur. I'm the founder of Decont Online Shopping. It's a B2B marketplace specialized in hospitality industry like hotelware, restaurant, electronics, lighting, event, wedding decoration products. Anyone can shop online across India, and we provide them a home delivery.
Interesting. And how's business, Lagan?
Business are picking up really great. The festival seasons are coming. Diwali was real good. Now Christmas sale is coming up. New Year is there. So slowly, business are picking up month on month. Now the COVID, the fear of COVID is not that great. So now the business are picked up. I'm sure by January, February, everything will be normal. Back to track.
Okay. So Lagan, this is a very specific question, right? This is something that goes for Puneet or you or for everyone else. You're not traveling. You're not really meeting customers, right? You're using digital. You're on video. You're sending emails to them. You're talking to them. How are you working over the last few months, next few months, building trust, goodwill, relationship to make sure that your sales stays steady and increases dramatically? What are you doing?
In respect with our customers and with our vendors, one of the most important thing what we have learned in this COVID, that stay connected with them, stay in touch with them constantly. If it is not a business also, then also with the customer we have asked them what all things you needed, what are your problems, what is your expectation from Decont in terms of delivery, in terms of pricing, in terms of product. And with the vendors also, we were in constant touch throughout this COVID period, and it has give us a good result, because now once this COVID era, the fear of COVID has got omitted. Now people started trusting and ordering to Decont. So from last 6 months, this was our main policy, was that to be stay in touch with our customers as well as with vendors through social media marketing, through calls, through telecalling, and all the ways what we can do.
Fantastic, Lagan. So, at TiE Bangalore, we are also trying to support the entrepreneurs, and the League of Extraordinary Startups is about talking to innovators and founders and entrepreneurs. Do you see any dark clouds? Do you see any challenges that founders should be very, very cautious and aware of and plan to, beat over the next few months, Lagan? Not just in your business, you also know so many founders, right? You have been introducing so many people to us. So, how does it work?
Can you repeat again? I think the line was different.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, Dagan. So what I'm saying is, do you see any challenges that you might face, you or any founders that you're talking to, that you think you must be ready for, just in case? I know you're sounding very positive, but just in case any black clouds that you should be careful about.
Like whenever I speak with any founder, some founders are struggling for funding, some founders are struggling for a working capital, some founders are working for a sales lead. And now what I'm saying, that because we have, like, that I have worked for like 10 to 15 years, so we have seen the business. But I know many of the founders who are into a young age, like 26, 30 years, and they usually get very demoralized with this COVID era, and the sales are not coming up, the working capitals are going down. So I just have a suggestion that this is a tough time. I'm sure that after 2 3 months, when this era get over, things will be become normal.
Okay, interesting, interesting. Puneet, I think you're back, but if your connection is not so good, you can always go off video. But I just wanted to say hi to He's from Nagpur. He's a good friend of mine. I know him from his corporate career days in Bangalore, and now he's a successful entrepreneur. And so Nagan, you have been
Yes,
hearing what Puneet does, right? You heard about his business model.
yes, Puneet.
So how do you think he can grow? You have to give him some tips.
No, actually, I missed out his initial session. Actually, I joined late.
Okay.
Sorry, Puneet.
No, he's gone off track again. So they do a lot of these online hackathons with big corporates, so including your old employer like ICICI Bank and all other kind of people that he works with.
Okay, okay,
Yes, so he's doing a lot of good work. They're doing a lot of fantastic work. I've been a mentor with in many of their hackathons, including the
okay,
recent one.
great.
They did did something with Intuit. They've worked with AP Innovation Society, and it's amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So Lagan,
Okay,
like see, you are also co-founder with your wife,
yes.
right? So one of the questions that will always be asked, right?
Uh,
Work life, home harmony and balance. How do you maintain that?
Like suppose if you recently got married and we started a business, we started a company, then really it's a tough. But now it's, that it's almost 15 years we got married, so we have actually crossed that stage of fighting, argument, and all those things. And from Bangalore days, she's supporting me, she's there with me. So now the understanding level is real good. She knows that she has to take care of operations, I have to take care of business development. She has to work on the second half of the day, I have to work first half of the day, because she has to take care of the kids also. So I am in a very in a very peace. I'm happy that my wife is my co-founder. We have certain limitations also. We don't discuss business all the times. Like after once we reaches home, once we are with the kids, we don't discuss decont at all. We don't discuss decont. We don't work on the decont on Sundays. Sundays is the full time only for the kids and other things.
Okay,
So
good.
that's all. So now Kamal is not at home, so still I'm working. But I'm sure once she back from the office, I have to just switch off my laptop.
Okay. You're a smart guy, Lagan. That's all I can say. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much for joining in. And folks, it's almost 7:30. Unfortunately, Puneet is having some challenges with his internet, but that doesn't matter. We had some nice conversations with Lagan and with Jagat. Thanks, buddy, and we will stay in
Thank
touch.
you so much. It is always a pleasure speaking with you, Vijetha. It gives always a very positive energy.
Thank you, my friend, and more support for you to grow and keep doing very well in life. Okay.
Sure, sure, sure,
And
Vijetha.
of course,
Sure.
love, love to your kids and to all your family. You have a wonderful family. Please say hi to them from my side.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, folks, it is 7:30. So I just want to thank Puneet, who unfortunately is having some power issues, but he's back. Puneet, you're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. And he's gone again. I was just summarizing, man. So if you can hear us, Puneet, just say a thumbs up. Okay, done. So we have. So Puneet, go off video. Just mute your video because I think that's a bandwidth issue. Now, just your parting words, your summary words, Puneet. Go for it.
So this is a real-time hustle in entrepreneur's life. So you can see that. I mean, you are not able to see me. That's another point, right? So, so for me, like, so I'm not learned as you are, Vijetha, and everyone here who are watching us. But yes, so you need to be consistent every day. You need to be more disciplined. You need to be more aggressive in your actions. So these are the few things that you need to be you need to get a good start, and soon, fortunately, and gradually you will have got side of this life, because you will earn. There are all entrepreneurs are like-minded people. They are smart enough from the rest of the people, and you'll learn so many new things from them only. Yeah, mute, I mean.
So I said, Puneet, the ethics of hard work, the ethics of taking care
Vijetha,
of.
you are in, I mean, you are muted.
Am I muted? I think I'm. Am I okay now? Because I unmuted myself. Yeah, I'm okay. So no problem, no problem. So
Yes, yes.
the thing that, yeah. So Puneet, what I'm saying is, you guys work very, very hard, very ethical, very, very good with customers and with your users. And this I'm saying from first-hand experience because 3 years now, I've been part of so many of your sessions, hackathon, worked with you folks. I just love it. You all have been a great support to the ecosystem. And this is a shout out to Rohit and Samkit, your co-founders as well. Wonderful folks, wonderful people. And thank you so much, Puneet, for taking this time to join us. Thank you so much. So, and guys, see, what matters is I have to, as a moderator, I have to be very calm. And episode 29, League of Extraordinary Startups, it has been a very, very interesting session. Tomorrow, we'll be doing this Startup Sunday, where we just get one or two founders. It's an informal boardroom where we keep talking about what are the challenges being faced, what can we advise and help people, and that's what we are going to be focusing on. And Puri, don't worry about a bad connection, buddy. I think what you shared was impressive. Thank you so much for taking this time out. Puneet is back. Cool. So, Puneet, you're at two systems, I think. Huh? Yeah, Yeah. You're okay now, Puneet? Can you talk now?
Yeah, now it's fine. Now the electricity came.
So let's extend this. So, Puneet, what is the challenges, or rather, what are your plans for next 6 months? What else can we expect from you guys?
To expand our community. So this time we have a community of 1 million developers. We are trying to achieve like point 0.5 developers in next 6 months, and also we are trying to expanding our territories as well. So like I mean, in Canada or Australia or other regions in Asia Pacific. This is our target.
Brilliant, brilliant. And I really like it fact that you guys are bootstrapped, profitable from day one, growing, massive community, giving a lot of impact. So, just to make sure, Puneet, I think just switch off your other device. Wishing you all the very best in everything you're doing. And any parting words for the audience?
Party words. Cheers. I mean, let's grow all together. I mean, you, me, Jagat, Lagan, everyone.
Awesome, man. That's so kind of you, Puneet. Yes, everyone has to grow, everyone has to do well. So much of opportunity, so many challenges. So, guys, thank you once again. Thank you so much, Puneet. And Puneet, we're doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to add you to a few WhatsApp groups as well. Because we're looking at a startup Sunday, we're looking at some external startups. Please recommend some really kick-ass founders, young founders. I want to keep interviewing them, talking to them, making them share as much as they can. I request all you guys to support and help with that. And
Sure.
take care, buddy. I wish you all the very best. Okay?
And thank you so much, Vijetha and Jagat for this great platform. I mean, it really works for us as well. Like we will happy to have this platform in our hackathons.
Perfect, perfect. That I think Jagat is very happy with that too. Take care, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.